we have with us a leader from the ERNET, Dr. Mr. Sanjeev Banzal, Director General, ERNET, Government of India. And we all know what kind of important work being done by ERNET. So let's hear from him. A huge round of applause for him, please.
Thank you very much, Sir Goswami, for a very nice introduction. My colleagues on dais, Dr. Rajkumar Upadhyay, Mr. IPS Sethi, this August gathering. Good afternoon to everybody. And it's my pleasure to be here, and I thank all the organizers to invite me on this session. It is my fortunate that I have worked both my colleagues sitting on the dais closely with Dr. R. Rajkumar Upadhyay, who happens to be my batchmate as well from Indian Telecom Service, and Mr. IPS Sethi, with whom I worked the first project while I joined Telecom Regulatory Authority of India way back in 2007, and we had found a solution for Do Not Disturb registry, which was a very, very big menace. Still it is there, but it has reduced to a large extent. So with both of them I have worked, and I am perhaps the common person out of who have worked in Telecom Ministry as well as presently working in Ministry of Information Technology, Electronic and Information Technology. And this topic, digital connectivity, ushering a new era of digital India, is a very, very important subject, because digital connectivity is not a vertical, it's actually horizontal, supplying to all the verticals, whether it is education, whether it is a health, whether it is transport, agriculture, industry, whatever you name. Without connectivity, nothing moves actually in this country. And I happens to be a connectivity man right from beginning, joining my service way back 1992. More than 30 years have passed, and started my career as a SDO telegraph, laying overhead wires through poles beside the roads, and connecting the villages, and connecting STD through 3-channel system, 8-channel system, those kind of thing, 2 Mbps later on. And particularly working in remote and inaccessible areas, and when you are connecting all those villages, and the kind of hope and the welcome which you used to get from the villagers, it was really truly inspiring. And as Mr. Ashwini Kumar said, chota chota things say you can do bigger changes. So from that, starting from rural area, from Datia district in Madhya Pradesh, coming to Bhopal, and then Ghaziabad to BSNL corporate office, to Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, to now electronic and IT. The journey has been very, very fantastic. And we started with electromechanical exchanges, where you used to dial from the rotary dial, and once you will dial 0, then that Strauger exchange will go 10 times up. Then you will dial 5, then it will go horizontal 5 times, and that way connectivity used to take place. Now with the 4G and 5G kind of technology, sea change has come actually in the time. And if we look at the COVID-19 situation, even though it has done a lot of damage to the society, but as far as adoption of technology is concerned, it has been a boom, particularly to India. What we could have achieved in maybe 1 decade time, we have achieved in 1.5 or 2 years time. Everybody has adopted the technology presently, and everybody is working. They are very comfortable working online mode, whether it is education, whether taking a remote consultation from the doctor, or connecting to everything. Now a normal person can easily set up video conferencing, video calls, etc. And the way our population is utilizing the applications like YouTube and skilling themselves. Even our player Mr. Neeraj Chopra has said that I have learned javelin throw from the YouTube. What is the art of throwing the javelin? So that gives a lot of proud to us, that how far we have come, how quickly we have adopted our technology, how much it is actually benefiting to our masses, and because it is bringing lot of innovation, and lot of talent is coming with the change of a lot of language translation tool. we are able to now bring all those talents which was there in rural areas, which were feeling handicapped because of the language barrier, etc. Coming to this 4G connectivity and computers, of course, they have changed a lot in last couple of years, last 5 years, I can say. And in 4G, even though in mobile technology we were the late adopter, but once 4G came, we are the, I think, biggest 4G user in the world. And data download in the morning session, Dr. R. S. Sharma ji has said that every user presently is using more than 15 GB or close to 17 GB data per month per user. So those kind of download is there because of the high speed and because of the applications which we have been able to build. As far as it is said that a well-connected nation is a prerequisite to a well-served nation. Once our remotest part of the country, remotest villages, they are able to connect and we are able to deliver e-government services to every citizen, targeted social benefits and financial inclusion that can be achieved using the better connectivity in the country. Digital India Mission, as has been told many times, it is a vision which was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister on 1st of July 2015 with the three broad key areas. One was the providing digital infrastructure as a source of utility to every citizen, governance and services on demand, and digital empowerment of every citizen. And Dr. Upadhyay has brought out 9 pillars of from the Digital India. Out of that, 3 main pillars, that is broadband highways, universal access to mobile connectivity, and public internet access program. So you can see out of the 3 pillars, out of the 9 pillars, 3 pillars are dedicated to the digital connectivity. Because it was clearly thought once we have the robust connectivity, we can do wonders in terms of economic development, social development, and economic development of our country. And since morning we have been talking about Jan Dhan, Aadhaar and mobile. This trinity has really done wonder for our country. Today we have more than 450 million Jan Dhan bank accounts with having 1.68 trillion rupees deposit in them. Almost 1.2 billion mobile connections have been there, and there are more than 1.3 Aadhaar connections are there. So because of that, we are able to give digital connectivity, identity, and the ease of doing and with the affordable manner to every citizen. And as a result, as a gentleman from Sweden was telling, India has not leapfrogged, it is actually leapfrogging. So we are going at very, very fast pace. But we have to see that how this entire thing was possible because of this large scale opening of banks or proliferation of Aadhaar. It has been possible only when we had the good connectivity, and thanks to our telecom service provider, infrastructure providers, or internet service provider, that they have given good connectivity. But still, lot of work is needed to be done. There are still thousands of villages in the country who are yet to be connected through the digital connectivity, and the benefit of digital revolution are yet to reach to them. As far as social welfare program is concerned, during the pandemic, we have seen this use of Arogya Setu and the COVID app. Arogya Setu have been downloaded by more than 21 crore people. And COVID app, Dr. Sharma has also connected that we could create, maintain and generate vaccine records, and we could effectively coordinate for the supply of vaccine across the length and breadth of the country. And as far as UPI transactions are covered, in the last Mann Ki Baat, Honorable Prime Minister has informed that more than 40% of the digital transaction are being done of the world are being done from India. So that's a huge achievement for our country, and with no charges being levied, this is going to increase, and many more model like ONDC type of things are coming and this is all possible because of the digital connectivity. Apart from the government and public sector, uh, private sector has really played its role very well in all parts of the connectivity. And if we see the total telecom connections, etc., more than 90% are being catered by the our private sector people. With the completion of recently 5G technology spectrum, India is poised to lead this race of high-speed connectivity, further proliferation of digital services, and transformative journey in coming 2 to 3 years time frame. And the digital footprint and new age infrastructure using 5G technology will bring more benefit to our near future. If we look at the connectivity part, it has got two components. One is wireless and one is wireline. In wireline, we are connecting with copper cable or optical fiber cable. As Dr. Upadhyay has said that we are so within 3 years time frame, as has been given by the Prime Minister, the target for connecting each and every of more than 6,66,000 villages of this country by optical fiber. And we are now in wireless field, we are going into from 4G, now we will be moving 5G in starting from coming months itself. For backhaul connectivity, I mean, this is kind of access last mile connectivity, but for backhaul connectivity, recently Government of India has opened E-band also for backhaul connectivity, which has the capability of carrying very big actually data on the backhaul side, so that we get high speed internet or broadband end to end completely. There is no bottleneck as far as speed is concerned. And the last part, which is in those areas where we are not able to reach because of cable or because of the line of sight condition for microwave, etc., we are moving to satellite connectivity. And government has come out with space policy wherein permission is being given to use low Earth orbit satellites and medium Earth orbit satellite, because presently we are mostly through geostationary satellite, geo Earth orbit stationary satellite only we are connecting. So once that will come, it will really is going to do wonders, particularly in remote and inaccessible areas where you will have direct connectivity using the satellite, broadband connectivity, high speed broadband connectivity, and there will be hundreds of satellite who will be revolving around on the earth and supplying the information to the remote areas at high speed. So future is very, very bright. Particularly we have got high speed connectivity and availability of large scale computing power devices and new age applications. So we are poised to be a leading nation in terms of using technology and proliferation of the digital India vision. Coming to my organization, that is ERNET, which is focusing on the providing education, which is also a very, very important area. Connectivity is very important, and we have taken on ourselves to go particularly in those areas where we are underserved or unserved so far. And we are connecting a big network of the schools and colleges so that we are able to address a part of the problem that teachers who are not going to who are not able to go in rural areas or not going to rural areas, or good quality of teaching is not available in rural schools and colleges, etc. We are connecting schools through network, so that one teacher from one place, good teacher from one place can address or can take classes of 70 to 80 schools in the interactive mode, so that anybody can raise any question and doubt and can be addressed from there itself. We have connected 50 number of national medical colleges, including AIMS Delhi, AIMS PGI Chandigarh, or PGI Lucknow, and 50 such colleges, and we are going to connect many more through the network, so that one good professor can take lecture from one place to the remaining 49 schools. As far as going to the rural area or inaccessible areas are concerned, have connected schools, education institutes in remote areas. We are present in all 11 islands of Lakshadweep group of island. We are connected, we are present in many islands in Andaman Nicobar and northeastern area. So we are trying to do our bit as far as connecting through the education institute are concerned. We all aware that education is a basic human right and core element for the sustainable development goal. It is the theme of the United Nations fourth sustainable goal, which seeks that we have to ensure inclusive, equitable, quality education to promote lifelong learning opportunity for all. So in order to have inclusive education, we are converting several websites, particularly of Education Institute, in the accessible format, so that those students which are person with Divyangjan or person with disability, they are able to access the content which are available on website, whether is blind person or hearing impaired person, they are able to do. So far we have converted more than 700 such websites, and we have, as far as connectivity of schools and colleges are concerned, we have done thousands of colleges and schools so far. In the new education policy, emphasis has been given to have the hybrid mode of education. So you can have online as well as connect through offline, just like what is being done in this present session also. So for connecting hybrid, it is very, very important that we have to have a good connectivity in our schools and colleges, and we have to have a good infrastructure also. So presently we have more than 15 lakh education institute in the country, and so far almost 25 to 26% are actually having direct internet connectivity. So a lot more is required to be done, particularly in this field. And the applications like Dr. Upadhyay said, that Wi-Fi connectivity from the 2 lakh kind of hot places where fiber is available, that is going to be very, very important. And with the new technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, or gamification of the content, AR, VR or MR kind of technologies, coupled with 4G and 5G technologies and LEO MEO kind of satellite, like other sector, education sector is also going to be transformed in near future, which is one of the objectives of education policy. And with the proliferation of broadband in rural and remote areas, more talent will come with new ideas and new innovations, and we will see a transformed India in coming time to fulfill our vision to have a developed nation in 25 years of time. So thank you very much once again, the organizers, for giving me this opportunity and share my views on this, and to show the importance of connectivity for ushering the digital India. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sanjeev Banzal, DG ERNET, for detailing how ERNET is making a mark in terms of connectivity, in terms of education throughout the country, and how it is making a difference. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us.